Hi, Linda Sessions here, and welcome to week 4 of your 8-week computer applications class. Can you believe it's almost halfway over? I know you've done a lot already this semester. You've learned about basic computer skills, coding, and last week we finished up with Word. This week we start in Excel. It's a lot going on this week with Excel in our class, so let's jump right into Blackboard and see what we're looking at. So last week we finished up in Word with Word Module 3 and also the refreshments menu. Learning how to create tabs in your documents. Hope you had a little bit of fun with that particular assignment. And you also had the word capstone. This week we're putting on a different hat, if you will. We're learning about Excel. Now Excel is a spreadsheet program in Microsoft Office. It is very commonly used across all types of businesses. In fact, that's the one question I get asked the most from people is how to do something in Excel. So you're going to be learning the basics starting this week. You're looking at Chapter 1 or Module 1 and 2 in Excel. Now we are in Module 4, so don't let that confuse you. Module 4 is week 4 in Blackboard. Our textbook calls the chapters modules as well. So you're looking at 2 modules this week in Excel. You're learning the basics of Excel, how to create a worksheet and a chart, and then going and working with a larger workbook and learning about formulas and functions. If you are doing this on a laptop, it's not going to be real easy to move around and do some things with that keyboard or with the touchpad for your mouse. It's going to be a little bit difficult, take you a little more time. The other thing is on your keypads, on your keyboards, if you have your function keys across the top, if they serve 2 purposes, and you know that because it'll say like this one has F1 and then there's a little house on it, okay? That means those function keys perform, let me make this full screen so you can see it a little better. Right up here, we've got these function keys. And if you have an F5 like here, and then there's another little symbol in the corner, or you might have a bigger symbol up here and then an F5 in the corner, that just means those keys perform 2 things, all right? So on my particular keyboard, I have this FN key, which toggles what my function keys do. So you might have an FN key or some type of a function key that you need to hit first before you can hit this F4 key in the training. Now, also in the training, it's going to have you use this F4 key as a shortcut key to do something in Excel. If you're trying to do it on a laptop, sometimes it won't accept it. Just do the best you can, and after you have it submitted, if you still don't have the full 100 points for training, let me know, and I will go in and tell me what it counted you wrong, if you know, and chances are it's just that F4 key. So know your keyboard, basically, is what I'm saying. So that being said, Excel is a fun program. A lot of students like it better than Word because it is precise. It's going to tell you, do this to get this. And there's no gray area. You either did it right or you did it wrong. So this week you've got your training for Excel Module 1. Then you have a project for Ante and Dell Consultants. Then you have training for Excel Module 2, and then the project Rivera Engineering. Then you have a critical thinking assignment. Now remember, on the critical thinking assignments, those are not automatically graded. I will go in and grade it. You will be doing the Subrosa menu, and there's a couple of parts to this assignment. So I'm going to open up here in Module 4, and we're going to go to this Subrosa menu. We've got our starter file, and then we also have our instructions. Again, just do things in the order. So here it says download the starter file. If you see the yellow bar, you need to edit it. Save your workbook. Then you're going to create a formula. Then another formula. Now, I'm not going to go into the details on the formulas right here. There is a YouTube video that you can watch if you need to. Don't forget too, you have access to Google. So you can always ask Google, how do I do an absolute value in Excel? And also your e-text. But here in your document, I'm going to enable editing there. You are going to create a formula that fills this area in, another formula for this area, a formula down here. You also have another worksheet. So there's two worksheet tabs. So on the second worksheet tab, you're going to be creating a formula. It's what's called the 3D formula. It's going to, this cell is going to bring over information from this cell. Okay, so make sure you do all parts of your Sabrosa menu. When I go in and grade in Excel, I go in and I look at your formulas. So here on our sales tax, you want to, in order to figure out how much a sales tax is, you're going to take the price times the quantity times the sales tax. Now our sales tax is listed up here, so we're going to use an absolute value, and this will make more sense as you do the videos and trainings in Excel 1 and in Excel 2 before you get to this one. But I want you to see what I look at when I'm grading. So I'm going to put the equal key because I'm telling Excel, hey, I'm going to put a formula in here. And I'm going to put parentheses because I want to multiply the price. So I'm going to use the asterisk key times the quantity first. And then I want to multiply that by the sales tax. So the sales tax is in E2. So if I just go ahead and say, yes, that's okay, so I can hit this little green bar up here and say enter, there's my sales tax for my empanadas. Now if I just copy this down, you see I get some error keys. Because as you copy stuff down, it's going to automatically change things in relation to a relative value instead of an absolute value. So instead of B4, it's changed it to B5 and C5. But it's also taken this one down and moved it to E3. And you can see there's no number in there. I want it to always absolutely refer to E2. So I have to tell Excel. And that's where that keyboard shortcut comes in. I can put my insertion point right after the E2, hit my F4 key, and it's going to put dollar signs in front of my column letter and my row number. You can also just type in $E, $2. So when I enter this, I'm now told Excel, hey, these first two are relative. You can move those down when you're copying the formula. But I always absolutely want you to refer back to E2. So now when I come and I copy those down, I have information in here. So how do I know that you have put that formula in there and not just typed 2.99 times 15 times 8%? In your formulas tab up here, I go to show formulas, and that shows me exactly what you did for those formulas. So when I go in, I download your documents. If I don't see this formula here, you're going to get counted wrong. If I don't see that's an absolute value, you're going to be counted wrong. The idea of this assignment is that you use the formulas that are available to you in Excel. So that's just a real brief thing about that Sabrosa menu formula. There is a YouTube video that covers that. So if you have questions, you can watch the video. Again, use your Google search. Reach out to me if you have questions as you're working on assignments this week. Again, so this week you have your typing, 10 minutes of time typing again. Your Module 1 training, Module 1 project, Module 2 training, Module 2 project, and the Subrosa menu. So this week as you're working on assignments, as always, reach out if you have questions. I am here. I want you to be successful in this class. So just let me know. We can set up a Zoom meeting. My office is on the South Campus. We can set up a time to go in there. Or, like I said, a Zoom meeting. So reach out if you have questions. Don't forget, start early in the week. Do not wait until Sunday to start working on assignments. My Saturdays and Sundays are going to be busy with grandkids starting this weekend with soccer games and football games. So having some fun time. So hopefully you're having some fun in your life too, as well as completing these assignments. Have a great week. Bye-bye.